Ta-da! And YouTube. Get my headphones on so I can hear everybody and everything. Make sure I'm working here. Hey, there's everybody. And Watch Me Work is going too. All right. All right. And the very last thing I'm going to do is get some music playing. So I think I found some good music solutions. We talked about that last time. If you guys were hanging out then. And so let's take a look here. Da-da-da. There we go. Alright, if you guys are in the stream, let me know if you can hear the music in the background just a little bit. Trying to get it the right volume. Let's go with that. So yeah, it looks like we're all here and everybody's going. So jump in, ask questions. Again, welcome Twitch, Picardo, YouTube, Watch Me Work. And let's get to some drawing. I'm settling in on a new desk here, so you'll have to bear with me if things get weird. I'm trying to still figure out how to get all this set up and working exactly right. So, yeah, trusty glove. Get this lowered. You'd think as much of this as I've done, which, you know, compared to a lot of other people is not all that much, that I would have all this. Whoa, there's the puppy. Hey, buddy. Mr. Rusty decided he wanted to come get on the stream, huh? Yeah, he did. Alright, bud. Sorry, but I gotta draw. Alright. So I'm trying a different strategy with the music tonight where I'm streaming video game music, because technically I should be able to stream video game soundtracks and it not be considered to copyright infringing on the different streaming networks, but we're going to put that to the test. So and see just exactly how much I can get away with. Which is hopefully a lot. I don't think I'm really getting away with anything. At least we have something to listen to other than me drone on constantly. That's pretty similar, so we'll probably be able to get some savings reusing that second panel. So let's start by inking the stuff that's not coming across. Sounds like it's about time for the dogs to start the nightly sparring match. We'll get that balloon from over here. When the time comes. Let's take a quick hop over to the chats. Right. Whoa now. I swear I think I'm the only one that actually uses the eraser end of the Wacom stylus. I'm pretty sure everybody else just hotkeys the eraser in their software and goes from there, but I personally like using it. I'm hoping that the pieces of this crown read correctly when I fill this guy in. Which I may just go ahead and do to make sure. Close gap, multiple referring, follow adjacent, bam. Let's get back from this a little bit and see. It reads okay. I feel like we'll be alright. Reading that as her dad. Hopefully. Pop over and check on something. Right quick. here. Okay. Back at it. Let's do this. I think I'm going to shorten this chin up just a smidge. Ugh. Try to pull strokes whenever possible. Instead of pushing, just like I would do with ink if I was doing ink. Which, given the fact that it's Inktober, I probably should be doing ink. But it's just so much more convenient when you've got a family and a job to do digital. And ultimately, the people who read Legend of Bill, I don't think they really care what the medium is. They just want to strip. Do a little texture on the lip. I gotta watch out for this cheek here. It's feeling a little odd. I mean, that's definitely her, how her cheek looks, but, and it's okay. It's okay pulled out. I just need to be careful with the eyes. And the fact that this hair is actually black right here. Except for when we get down here, but all of this in here, black as 1,000 midnights. It's always kind of weird too when you do like a squash and stretch on your female character's face. They get off model so quick. But it's like, you know what? You gotta do it sometimes. The people who read the strip, it's not like they don't know who it is that they're looking at, but it's hard to super difficult to get that sort of graphic look without it, you know, graphic sort of comic strip look without it being too off model. Oh, this was such a good game. This song is crazy. They just nailed that James Bond theme. It's going to look kind of weird, but remember, this is all going to be black. I mean, you know, most of it anyway. Looks like a super dangerous fish hook right here. Until we get it cleaned up a little bit. She's been going sort of crazy in recent strips, so I'm trying to sort of get that. That's too similar. That's sort of like super crazy bedhead look. All right, let's fill that in. Clean up some of these little white areas. Add some of these little wisps here and there. much. But you know what? Let's try it anyway. Why not, right? Try it. Put a bird on it. Ooh, yeah, what if we did like the crazy... Yeah. I think I'm going to turn off that gap fill. I mean, it's helpful, but... doing it right now. I could probably just lower the margin on it and it'd be fine, but... I always end up doing this on her hair, going back and trying to get stuff working. Trying to get some of these curves. It's interesting to get a little white dot before the thing. I'm wondering if that's my nib. My pen. Let's change brushes and see if I still get it. No, it may just be that brush. Ooh, wow. See that? See that little dangling end there that I'm getting? It's weird. Change nibs right quick. See what happens. Trusty pack of nibs. Let's see what that does to it. Although I love my weed eater cord nibs, sometimes they don't play so good. Nope, not the nib. Haha. Watch this high-tech nib removal. Ta-da! I probably have to say, like, don't try this at home. Don't do that. They give you a tool to do that. Don't do that. I cannot advocate you removing your nibs that way. You've been warned. Alright. We're going to get a slightly different look, but I think we need to go with Lando Calrissian. And I just need to lighten my hand up a little bit. Well, he's doing it too. Old Lando's doing the same thing. This deal's getting worse all the time. It gives a little shape. I feel like I should give her the crazy eye over here on one of these sides. Do like a little. Do just the one eye like that. She's crazy. Let me check everybody. Inking. All right. I'm back. Okay. I was gonna say, thought I had some rocks up here. Oh yeah, I also had some like little. Little sort of realization, like, what? I don't know if these are working right here though. These seem a little out there based on the hair, so maybe we'll do just a couple here. And maybe like a little closer. This just looks like our hair wisp had an idea. What? I don't know if I should do like a little nose shadow or if that's just. I mean, I like it, actually. I think I'm getting too noodly. Too noodly. Back off. Alright, rocks, let's do this. I love drawing rocks in the walls, like in these castles. Excuse me, makes it fun. Alright, let's hit these rocks. I think I'm getting like a cold or something because I'm starting to get my sexy radio voice. You're listening to 98.3. I try to keep a little bit of an idea of like what the lighting currently is in the room, you know, when I do these rocks to kind of keep it heavier on the bottom half and then lighter on the top, but it's not something that I labor over. I'm sure the strip would be better if I did, but we have such an awesome colorist who volunteers his time that he makes it so I don't have to worry about that too much, but I do kind of lay in some flats just to help. Oh yeah, the papers. Let's do this. Last time we saw Bill and Frank, they were cowering behind some papers. So let's sort of turn the camera in the room, so to speak. What are you doing, Kevin? Come on, buddy. It's a flipping sheet of paper. It's not going to have a round edge. Whoops, wrong button. There we go. Now what I would like to do with this paper that I'm drawing right now is sort of keep the line weight less up front and darker toward us, or toward, the viewer, the screen, if you will. We'll see how that works, because I mean, there's some stuff that's just problematic, like for depth and whatnot, doing that, but see if I can make it somewhat work. We'll see. Best laid plans and all. It's definitely easier getting a sharp corner when it's smaller. Well, obviously, but I also don't want to start just like making lines for lines' sake, you know? Did it again. See, like in that case, I'm not getting too thick with it. Let's pretend that this is really thick paper. How about that? That's not going to work. Too fancy. Bit me in the butt. As it does. I'm not quite sure why my arm just wants to get into the most awkward drawing position that it possibly can find for any given reason. That's a little too sawtoothy right there, but kind of, I think I'm gonna let it slide. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see what that looks like. That reads. I don't like this white space down here on this pan right there, but we can fix that relatively easily. Feels kind of like clothing. Let's just fix it. may be a little too much. No, it's okay. Me? I do like that expression on Bill, though. I mean, I hate to keep him bumbling, all the time. That is kind of his character, but, it's nice to have him feel like he's a little more with it occasionally. But this is not one of those times. Sorry, Bill. All right, let's get to this. He's still got his MacGyver-esque leather jacket on here. Although, from what we know of Bill, him as a MacGyver type is pretty funny. I should do something with that. See, like right there, the gap close thing would be cool, but I like to keep the edge of Bill's cheek pretty sharp right there, and then leave some room for that extra little sideburn when I draw him. It's a little bit different than the way David used to draw him. Oh, you know what? Actually connect that. Let's go with that. Sometimes I just don't like Sometimes I don't like doing the knobs on his helmet. I feel like it doesn't help. It just starts to clutter. And then you get like the side ones like that, and I mean it adds a little detail. Obviously, it adds some texture, I think, too. But then, of course, his eyebrows just go right on top of the helmet. So. I love that. What? There haven't been a whole lot of spot blacks in this panel. So it makes it look a lot lighter than the other panel. I'm borrowing the cuff design on his leather jacket from my leather jacket back in the day. Because I am old enough to have been around when leather jackets were like the rage. Had to have a leather jacket, man. I feel like that connection to the thumb might be a little weird, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it anyway. What? Alright, now Mr. Frank. Frank's ears, by far the hardest thing to get appealing of any of the Legend of Bill characters is Frank the Dragon's little ears. They are just, I mean, look at that scribbling trying to get it in. You gotta get it there. And it is, that's a tough one. But hey. Oh. Got some comments on YouTube. Legend Blue? Oh, hola. In Argentina. Nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging out and watching me draw. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Legend. I have never been to Argentina, but I would love to go. Everything I've ever seen makes it look really beautiful. And if that's not the case, go ahead and tell me. Frank just has this specific look to his ears, for lack of a better word, that like the I don't know, you can see him off in size, but I mean it's okay. Like I said before, it reads as Frank, you know it's Frank, but they could be more appealing in my drawing. So here's what we're going to do. Oh, whoops. There we go. That's better. Oh no. The tangent. The tangent will kill me. There's only one possible thing to do. See if we can nudge. Nudge, nudge, nudge. But then we're going to get so close to the top. Oh, I should just redraw it. Alright, let's go with that and see how that looks once we get in there. You know what? I should just do this. And then just clean up the... that feels a little weird though, so I'm going to leave that guy. And then we'll come back in and do some extra little details. Something like that. Okay, so while we got the copy, we don't need to adjust Bill's nose, but definitely those eyes and eyebrows and mouth. In this panel, he's going to be doing another one of my favorite mouth shapes for him. I just love the way that David always did the kind of mouth. Oh, this song. Oh man, what game is this from? I know it. I'm gonna have to check and see. I know this song. Oh, Donkey Kong Country. Such a good game. All right. Frank, you're still all good. Ooh, I love it. I love that mouth shape. Maybe not exactly the way I drew it, but oh, you know what? I wanted to add this to Bill too. I need to go over here to this guy and add it here too. Here's more like that. We do like that. All right. One of my other favorite things to do with these characters is get this sort of like squinty-eyed look. Ooh. Excuse me. Alright guys, well, let's back out and see what we've got. We'll go ahead and bake that down to that layer. Take the sketch off. See if anything looks too terrible. Ooh. He's giving it to Frank. Ooh. So we've been going about an hour, guys, and I think I'm gonna cut it right here, and then see if I can go take something for these sniffles and come back and get some color going. So big stretch. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Legend Blue from YouTube. It was great talking with you. Great to meet you. Have a great day or night, everybody, all depending on when you're watching. Excuse me. Good night, Twitch. Good night, Picardo. Hey, Gamora in Picardo. How you doing? Thanks for hanging out and chatting. Oh, and thank you very much for the facial detail compliment. You know what, though? Now that you say that, I actually forgot a very important facial detail for our princess character here. And that is her 3 little freckles on each cheek. So we definitely want that. And also, Alright, now let's do sketch off and give it a save. So Gamora, thanks for saying that, because I actually almost forgot about that. And thank you very much for the kind words. I really appreciate it. And watch me work. Good night, everybody. So, like I said, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I really appreciate it. It's a pretty fun strip to draw. And I don't know if I'll toy around with a little bit more. Probably not. But I might lay in some color. We'll see. Let's turn the text on. Always the last step. And we'll get this posted later tonight. So yeah, hit that follow button and come back. I'll be on again later in the week. I don't know if it'll be comics or some more animation related stuff. I do have some animation stuff I want to do, so that would be pretty cool. So bring your questions, bring your comments, and let's get together later in the week. See you guys. Have a good night. Bye bye.